And not only are we not on screen. Next time we do this, I would snacks. They can hear me? Good. Hi everybody.
We're ghostesses.
I haven't clicked on it. Click on it.
I don't know, is the link in general?
Yeah, I think it is. The YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody can see anything. What the hell? Why? It was fine 2 seconds ago, and then... Oh. Is it... There we go. I found the problem. Okay. I found the problem. Fine 2 seconds ago, and then...
Why am I hearing? No, but it's like coming in.
That was my
Yeah,
fault.
it was coming in from somebody.
5 seconds later, yeah.
Dream.
I, don't, I could hear you a second ago. Can you hear any of us now? Oh yeah, you can hear me.
People can't
Okay.
hear me on stream because I didn't have the mic on.
That'll do it.
That would do it.
This is
Wonderful.
what happens when we log in 15 minutes early to take care of all the problems.
Well, this is what happens when you use a new software that you're not usually using. Ooh, thank you for the subscription. The follow. Why does OBS have to be so complex? OBS isn't fully complex, Dread Maps. It's just having to use everything to make it work is what's complex. All right. So last time we left our party, and actually I'm going to switch maps just to make sure that that is working and we all stay where we're supposed to. And we do. Good. All right. So last time when we left the party, they went into the Eastern Mill village and they were talking to the elder and getting the task to go hunt the hunters. And suddenly a bear wolf oozing ichor. I hate to say ichor because we used ichor so much
There it
time.
is.
Game begins.
I just can't think of a different word. One, I do have a cold, so if I cough, I'm going to try to block my mic, but it can come up real quick. But that's where we left them. They traveled. They were traveling in the woods, following the hunter trail successfully, might I add. And they decided to make camp because it was getting dark at a lake. At that lake, they ran into a ghost of a girl who was crying. And when they talked to her, she just kept repeating over and over, basically, help me find my brother. The forest is attacking me. What is going on? And then basically, she just kind of kept repeating that type of scenario
And
over
then
and
out
over
of
again.
your frustration, we left.
And then out of pure frustration, you left.
One individual's pure frustration, we left.
So that's where we left our party. Is they
Can't
were
sleep. Why stay?
so. You guys did not sleep, if I remember correctly. Correct?
We did not. We were
No.
woken up in the middle of the night.
In that case, I would like you all to take a mark of doom.
Oh no!
Great.
So
Okay, how do I do that?
you
Mark,
could should
there it
be
is, Marks of Doom.
just
I just
yep.
click on one?
Just click on one.
Floating
Yep.
skull on your character sheet.
Yeah,
So
bitter.
everyone else mic seems a bit low. Okay, we can I can pump that up. Not a problem. Yeah, mine's a separate source. That's why you guys you could hear them and not me. Mark of Doom. Yes. And I need to add. God, I'm just a mess today. There we go.
It's 2025.
Ugh, I'm just a mess. All right. So Mark of Dooms. What Mark of Dooms does is Mark of Doom, while you have one, you have a bane on all your rolls.
Great. What could go wrong? How does one get rid of a Mark of Doom?
You rest.
Okay.
See,
I hear you can
it
get
was
the
a big
DM
deal that
money,
we didn't
too.
get any sleep.
Uh-huh.
I tried to tell you.
So you rest. You take a sleep. You go to sleep and you rest. Good news is you guys. I am going to check something before I switch over here. Bear with me here one sec. I want to make
Making
sure.
sure. Getting a
Mi-
better microphone.
I want to make sure my mic input is on the next scene. And it is now. Okay. All right, let's go over to the map then, so everybody can see what you guys are going to see. So you guys are continuing on throughout the day, and you managed to get to the new subscriber, but I don't know. Interesting. Sorry, that was weird. Oh, okay. Subscribing on YouTube. Okay. No, it said percent target. That's why I was confused. I'll have to fix that. All right. So you guys get to and I haven't activated it, so you're not seeing it. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm sick. Did I tell you guys all this? I am sick. All right. So, who made me laugh? So you guys approach this hunting lodge, and there's this river that's wrapping around it that's glowing. There is a bridge that leads across that river to a gate that is currently open. There is glowing. It is glowing. Would you be interested in taking a further closer look at that river? That's anybody who wants to take a look at the water without sticking their head in it or anything. Not hearing player sounds. I see them. Oh. Yeah, give me 1 sec. 1 sec. Oh my god, this is what happens when I get... Say something, guys. There we go. Now you guys can hear them.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I just imagine it was something like, no DM, I would rather not approach this spooky water. You directly mentioned we should investigate. That was essential.
It was the wittiest comment you've ever heard. It was glorious.
That was essentially what it was.
Okay,
I'll
so what
go
did you
up
need
to-
us to do if we were gonna investigate?
I'll say I'll give it a little swish. Maybe
Please
stick
make
the
me
tip of the sword.
a physical check.
A physical check. Okay.
Yep.
Terry,
Remember,
mostly
it
water.
should automatically change your thing to a bane.
It does. There's a -1 on that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I still did okay.
You did. 8 is still pretty decent. You notice these little pebbles, Alaric. They notice these little pebbles in the water that seem to be anchored with heavy weights.
The pebbles are anchored with heavy weights?
Correct.
Okay. Does anybody else see these funny little rocks?
Yeah.
Now you guys do, but you didn't before.
Oh,
Why would one anchor pebbles in a river or a stream or whatever this is?
I don't know. Magical? Any magic going on here?
Oh yeah, there's magic definitely going on here.
Magic.
Would would I be familiar with this, or would this be out of the realm of the kind of magic that Alaric would be familiar with? Because it's water, so it's natural, maybe, but also maybe not.
I'll give them a chance. Let's give you a mental check with a boon. So that would be straight D12.
Okay, so okay.
So just set it to 0.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Um,
Nice
this looks
roll.
like shaman magic.
Okay.
Mm.
I think a shaman has been here. This feels reminiscent of shaman magic.
These look like totems. You've seen them before in your village from the shamans in your
Can I
village.
see if something's etched on them?
You can. And it has an etch of a boar.
Okay. They have I can see that there's like an engraving on these of a boar. So these are definitely like shamanistic totems that are in this water.
But why?
I don't know.
And with that, as Scrat says, but why? Poe says, but why? You hear a giant howl in the way back in the woods.
Right. This is the inn, so I think we should check it out.
I agree.
The howl was behind us, right? Where we just
It
left.
was, yeah. It's back.
Yeah, I think
Back that way.
Good reason to move
let's go forward.
Terry will take his full movement.
Terry, as you move forward, you feel this energy wash over you. And as you step through it, because by the time you finish your step, it's too late. You step through it. You feel not harmed, but not hindered. But you feel like it's kind of beneficial to you, but it doesn't actually give you a mechanic.
Okay.
No,
So
go back towards the scary.
Be careful as you walk through. You're gonna feel a little warm and a little tingly.
Okay. I can't. There we go.
Just let me know if you also feel a warm, tingly feeling.
Oh, you definitely feel that warm, tingly feeling. It's just washes over you.
See?
Yeah, that was
See?
definitely some shamanistic magic right there.
They felt it too. Now let's see if you feel it.
Oh,
Oh,
feel it.
you actually
Mm.
feel this rip of something in your body pull at you. It hurts. And
No.
I was
and
gonna have him start giggling.
as you walk through, a small little ball of black goo falls to the ground.
Yay!
Yeah. You had a black goo.
Had a black
Look at
goo.
that.
I thought I got it all, but obviously something was left.
I thought I cut it off.
And Pipsqueak straps through, and he just howls in pain as you see this big, almost the size of him, pull out of him and land. And it takes form as a like crocodile and kind of crawls back towards the forest.
Oh, we've got to find a way to kill these things. That's disgusting. He had that in him the whole time.
That would
If he-
explain the dreams and why he was still not perfect. Like we also need to see about talking to whatever shaman is here, because clearly whatever we just walked through did a better job of purging that stuff than I was able to do.
When we talked about playing this game, we did not discuss bathroom breaks and whether or not we were comfortable with it, and I was not comfortable with that. Bathroom break. Because that's what happened, right? It was a pipsqueak kind of bathroom thing.
No, not to my
No.
knowledge.
So it looked similar to the other gooey stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just making sure I'm not as familiar with this species.
So it was just a little bit that came out of me. It didn't get up.
Just
and
a
walk
little
away?
bit.
Okay.
No, it didn't. It kind of dissolved.
So
If you
one
remember,
actually was
Pipsqueak
hard
got
enough
hit quite
to
a few times with the goo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what can we see from where we are now? Because we're now on the bridge and the image is sort of blocked off, so.
It is. Oh, yeah. You see in front of you a horse eating some hay, and then a big
horse.
walled door that's made of heavy oak. Engraved into it is the tree of life, which you would recognize. Blah 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 blah. My brain is not with me today. Alaric. They would recognize that it's the tree of life, and it's engraved into this big heavy oak door.
So one question on the ball of goo. Did it head back into the forest?
Yeah, it headed
Or
back towards
water?
the forest.
Or to the water? So it did not go in the water.
Correct. It avoided the water.
I would assume it would have been pushed out as they were walking through or walking over the bridge.
Correct.
Well, Poe's going to be fascinated with the horse because naturey things. So he's going to walk over to it.
Well,
If nothing's hindering him, and he's
Nothing
gonna,
is entering him.
Okay. He's
Terry
gonna
is
start
appreciating
scritching it.
cooperative adventuring more and more as we experience this adventure because there's nothing that would help him with any of this stuff. I'm glad I have a holy party member, some sort of holiness or shaman power, because obviously that's going to be handy against whatever it is we're facing.
I need to level up.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you do that.
Party is already asking for level ups. Okay.
Hey, I'm
I
ready
mean,
for level 2.
you know,
I was
Already.
I was able to get them functional, but clearly I was not able to get the residue out of them. And if an
Yes.
entire alligator came out of Bipsqueak, I need to up my game.
Even if it was an iguana, it's too big.
Too much.
Still too
That's
large.
too
Well,
much.
it wasn't a big alligator. Like it wasn't like it was like a little alligator, but it took the form of an alligator.
If it was able to take form and scamper into the woods, that's too much.
Yes.
With a few stab wounds, any of you could be holy. According to
True.
Shad.
This is true.
right. So you guys, you walk up to the horse Poe. The horse neighs at you, but it doesn't seem too bothered by you. Like it's very used to humanoid type species being near
I
it.
give it a piece of mushroom.
It will gladly eat it.
Was that
Hopefully
part of
that's-
you? Did
Yeah.
she just offer a part of you? You're like,
Hold
here,
up.
have a bite.
Yeah,
Amazing
literally, he probably
friends.
ripped a mushroom off from his arm and
Healing, protection from ichor, and a food source. I
Yeah.
have chosen the right party.
Mushroom soup
Um,
whenever we're hungry.
Terry will cautiously open the door.
in the center of the room, you see a Craighorn.
Ah,
Yay! My people!
Terry will sort of inch back a little bit and give it a little nudge to Ulrich. Family, you know?
He is sitting there praying, chanting away, per se, in the center of the room.
I will assume that this is an elder of great significance.
Very much, yeah.
And I am going to can I approach and offer reverence accordingly?
You can, as you approach, you do notice that he is chanting and his eyes are glowing blue.
Okay. So he's in the magic.
Correct.
And I would assume my inclination is that is probably connected to the river, so he's probably holding that. Is that would that
That's
be
your
accurate?
assumption, yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody else in the room with him?
No.
No pressure.
I don't want to be insensitive, but who's that?
That.
Waiting
So
for an opportunity, sir.
so
Oh, take a destiny die, Eric.
Ah,
And don't forget your destiny dice reset, so you guys all have one destiny die to start.
Yay.
okay.
Sorry, not being insensitive. Just been waiting for that.
so we have like two kind of main categories of people. We've got warriors and we've got like the keepers. And like the warriors do the battle and do the defending and do the and then the others like they learn and they learn magic and I'm obviously learning magic.
And also a warrior.
Yes, and also a warrior, but usually you devote yourself to sort of one of the two kind of main roles. And so the eyes, when we're deep in the magic, you can tell because we'll get the blue eyes. And my guess being that the river has the blue glowing light, and this is clearly a shaman, I I would love to approach him, but I also believe that what he's doing right now is activating those totems and creating the barrier that's keeping the space safe. Would I
Right.
know of a way to reach him without interrupting what he's doing?
There wouldn't be any way of really that you. Thank you for the follow. Um, this is there's no way that you would know of to interrupt him without stopping
The magic.
the magic. Correct.
Okay. Is there anything else in the space that I could see that would allow me to gather more information without interrupting him? Because
Not that you can see.
can I look around without
You
bothering him?
absolutely can look around without bothering him. Yep.
I
Okay.
will follow them in.
As
Okay,
long
so I'm
as
gonna
you know that as long as you stay out of this
it's circle. Yeah.
his circle, you should be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so Terry, see the circle, the octagon on the floor.
I do.
Do not approach that.
Okay.
We're gonna search the exterior of the space, but the area that he's in is sacred, and we can't cross that without interrupting and breaking what he's doing. And what he's doing right now, I think, is creating that barrier to keep us safe.
Right. Good plan.
So can we we're gonna pop in and look around?
Yeah, you have full access. You're not paused.
Oh, it wasn't letting me in a minute ago. Okay.
No. I opened the door. The door wasn't open on your
That's what
side.
it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Digital
rocking you.
barrier. Okay, I'm gonna go check over here first.
I will nimbly jump onto the stools, one after another.
Terry, before you get that far,
Okay.
you notice a fresh mug of ale just sitting there.
They sort of lean over and whiff at it a little bit. It smells stale or fresh.
Oh, it smells fresh.
Can I hear anybody else in this building?
No.
Take a sip.
It's really good.
Is that an actual pie that I see?
It is.
Terry will make his way searching the whole time, looking in nooks and crannies, and also take a slice of pie.
Why don't you guys give me a physical check search?
Okay.
With a
Everybody?
bang.
Yep. You still have the bane because you guys didn't rest.
Wait, oh no, I think I did the wrong way. I did it wrong way. I need to take one away. Sorry. Sorry.
That's all right.
Minus.
We
Okay. I gave myself a boon.
That's all right. I can take your lowest. It was only one less.
Terry will add. Can I add mental
You
to a
could.
roll?
It's a physical check, so you'd have to roll your physical because you're looking for something.
Then I will add 2 points of physical.
That will pump you up to 8.
Yeah.
I'd say that's good enough for this roll. You noticed that while you're digging your hands into this lovely boysenberry pie, you notice that it's also freshly warm. It's almost as though like this place was full of people
Just a
less
minute
than a
ago?
few hours ago.
Hey, Alaric.
Yeah.
Oh, we just missed somebody. This was all recently cooked.
I mean, and the tables are still set. Like there's food
Right.
everywhere around this tavern.
Right. All recent. Very recent. And tasty. And the beer is good. And the pie is huckleberry.
Huckleberry is tasty. Can we, from where we are, can we see the door on the back of this room?
Yes,
Can I go check that out?
you absolutely can.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll out so I can get to my little character token, and then I'm gonna not go into the danger zone, and I'm gonna go into
I'm
this
shutting
back
some
room.
doors that should have been shut, so I apologize.
I can hear them.
Pie in one hand and ale in the other. Terry will creep over here.
Okay.
He can't.
No,
He's
he
going
can't
through
go
a
there.
wall.
No.
That's a
I
wall.
see the window, so I'm gonna have to follow them into there, I think, right?
Okay.
I will follow Alaric.
What is Poe
So it looks like
doing?
we're in like a
What is Poe doing?
He's kind of enamored with this whole thing, like because that dude's eyes are open, right?
Oh, they're
So-
open.
yes,
The glowing
open and blue.
Yeah, that's what I say. So Poe doesn't really understand magic, right? That's why he thinks Terry is a ghost still. He's not convinced otherwise. So he's just kind of standing there and like
So we have a fixated mushroom in the
doing
entryway.
this and watching.
I'm
Okay.
gonna call
By the
out
way,
from the
to
back
spend
of the
some time
room.
talking about what a ghost is and what a ghost is. Just
Ho. Ho.
oh, don't walk through the octagon.
Just remember, don't go through the octagon.
What about Pipsqueak? What are we doing with him down there?
He's not here, so we'll deal with him.
Okay.
He'll show up
Um,
when you guys need him, but he.
All right.
So-
wow.
Chair maybe.
If we're now in this little, it looks like it's just a little room. Are all the doors closed?
No, they're open like you see.
Okay, so I can see directly in front of me.
Yep.
I can see the large creature in front of me.
You can.
Do I know what said large creature is?
You roll me a mental check.
I'm just guessing.
No.
No.
I'm guessing Speak
You-
is dealing with trauma because he just had an alligator crawl out of him.
You don't. Not from where you're standing. There is a plaque in front of it.
Terry.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, let's see. I have studied some things. Maybe
Oh.
in my years of studying, I have learned that man is mortal, and therefore he can.
That-
die.
No,
Who
no,
was
I-
Pipsqueak? Pipsqueak is another player that did not show up today. So he is an imp-like creature. This is Pipsqueak. Sorry. Go ahead.
We'll take a good look at whatever that. It looks stuffed or mounted. I think a trophy, perhaps.
It is a trophy. Yes, it does look stuffed. Correct.
And I will actually go up and read the little plaque.
It says a chimera killed
Chimera!
by Gorok.
Yes, the chimera. It's well known. That's the ticket. Yes, it is well known. It will have multiple features from multiple different species, all of them unfriendly.
Are these naturally occurring creatures?
Well, I mean, there's speculation that at one time or another a wizard was involved. But yes, they do roam, and some are poisonous, some claws like an eagle, and wings. Chimera.
Whether that's the fiction or not, that's what's been said.
Yes.
Do with it as you believe.
I am even more interested in some of these weapons around the room.
So yeah, what's Poe standing in front of here? Now keep in mind, Poe can't read.
Okay, Poe can't read. It's a giant wooden, looks like horn.
Okay, that's what I was thinking it was. He likes the horn. It looks nice.
Looking bow. Wow. Terry will investigate anything in a.
I also should make a mention. I apologize. I should have made a mention of this sooner. This was my fault. I did give you guys your magic items for your character creation.
I'm wondering.
Terry, you got an old-fashioned dagger, which allows you to spend our arcane point to return the dagger to your hand.
I see it. I see an old-fashioned dagger.
Alaric, you got a scroll of health, which automatically heals somebody's health pool automatically for 2 arcane points. It's a scroll, though. It's a one-time use, but it does fully heal them 100%. And Poe, you got an item called a small pocket watch, which allows you once per scene to twist the pocket watch, which causes you to have 1 extra action.
Wow.
That's actually handy.
1 per scene, so that's like 1 for combat or something kind of thing.
Once per scene, yeah, basically.
Yeah. Neat.
Am I able to read the book?
Yes. Please roll me a mental check.
How well are you able to read the book?
Mm-mm.
And are you going to read like Poe, or are you actually going to read it?
Apparently, I'm going to read it.
You are going to read it.
You read it really well. And as the blackness seeps into your mind, you resist the urge of the eldritch god that it was written for.
Oh.
And
okay.
It's basically an eldritch god. It's like the Necronomicon type deal.
Okay. Did I have the book in my paws when I was reading it?
You did not.
Was I just...
You literally just walked up to it, started reading to it, and it
Okay, I'm gonna like stumble back, and I completely flip myself around, kind of back myself up to the table, and I make myself appear as big as I can. So like all the feathers are fluffed, all the fur's fluffed. Like I have just become this puffy creature, and I'm just gonna look at everybody in the room and be like, do not look at the book.
Oh, right. The
book is not meant for us. The book will try to consume you. You are probably not strong enough to do not look at the book.
Yes.
Well, Poe wasn't going to look at it anyway.
Step away from the book. What's in this little case next to me? There.
That little case next to you has what appears, according to the signs next to it. A amethyst, what they call a seedling gem. It's basically a gem that looks like a seed covered with leaves. It is rumored to be that you could plant this and it will actually grow into something. And then you also see a small little, what, according to the plaque, dragon egg.
Right, right. So this is not your normal hunting lodge. That's what
No.
I'm getting. I'm getting not your normal hunting lodge.
No, this is like this book is for like an eldritch god. This should not be the average person should not have this book.
Do you think maybe we didn't find the hunting lodge and this is some other? I mean, a hunting lodge, I think of a one-room cabin with a pot belly.
I mean, this clearly
You know what
looks
I
like
mean?
it could be a hunting lodge. They have a would you call it a chimera? And there's all these other things here, but it's not your like whoever was here was not hunting deer or rabbits. Like they were hunting something else.
Right.
Can I look at the wolves?
Yeah, absolutely. The signs next to them say basically timber wolves, but they seem a little bit larger than your normal timber wolves that you're used to.
Can I blow on the horn?
You can.
I would like to blow on the horn.
So that means you're going to pick it up.
No,
Oh, no,
he's
you're
gonna- if his,
touching
if his
the horn,
head
don't
can
touch
fit
the
in there, he's just gonna lean over.
If a book can almost kill you, I wonder what a horn can do. That's all I'm thinking.
We're gonna find out.
Right,
All
right.
right. So you blow this horn,
Just a
and
little doot doot, nothing major.
you hear in the distance two howls. Arr!
It's a very
That's-
strange sounding horn.
Oh, please say you didn't call something.
I think he called something.
Oh, if you could refrain, she almost got eaten by an eldritch god, and you've probably just called, I don't know, a three-headed wolf or something.
I would love to see a three-headed wolf.
If you want something, just take it. Don't play with it.
What is this
But
thing
that's
over
like
here?
stealing.
While we're waiting to get eaten by a
As you're looking at that, you read the thing, and it just says Dominir. And as you look up, the eye in the center blinks at you.
Is it
Okay.
Falcon?
what did it say?
Dormovir.
Domavir? Okay. Or do I have any idea what this blinking thing is?
No, you've
Don't.
never heard of a Domovir. It wouldn't be in your culture.
Terry, do you know what a Domavir is? It just blinked at me.
Great question. From my studies, a Domavir is a legendary weapon that is sentient.
So we have an eldritch book, two timberwolves that are far too large to be timberwolves. We have a chimera. We have
over here, you've got a seed that'll turn into a great tree,
Oh.
and I think that's dragon egg.
and then we have a shaman guarding it, and this place feels weird.
I want you all to remember that because you saw the dragon, you all rolled and figured out that there was only 6 dragons in the world.
Yeah.
You remembered that, so I just wanted to point that out.
But you implied that the egg might not actually be an egg.
That's true. I just wanted everybody to remember.
This might be the home of a dragon. I'm searching my memory for all the stories I've read of dragons. Dave.
I love how Eric's not rolling for anything; he's just coming up with.
like, I know it. Hey, I'm fine with that.
Me too.
Let's
Right,
just
the
say
Lord
I've been
of
watching a
Snow.
lot of John Lovett's The Liar, 1987 Alive.
So Terry, this thing
It's a sentient weapon. That's
do
the
you
ticket.
know have you ever seen a dragon's egg?
I have now.
Do we think it's really a dragon's egg?
I'm fairly certain. Everything I've heard about dragon's eggs, that is most definitely a dragon's egg. And that's an amethyst, but I don't know what else it does. If it's anything like the book or the sentient weapon over there, then it's probably, I don't know, a gateway to some other universe.
Should
Would
we check out the
Poe-
other? Go, Poe.
Oh, I was gonna say, would Poe, being naturey and mushroomy and all that, like be able to hold the egg and tell if there's anything inside of it alive?
Looks like it's in a locked case.
That's not gonna stop me.
Um,
And there you have it.
I'm not sure how Poe would do that.
I didn't know if it's something maybe built in with the race, or if like
No,
it's their
the race
trees. Okay.
If anything, Alaric might have a better chance of doing that.
I was
than
gonna say,
Poe.
would my one with nature help me figure anything out?
You could try communing with it, but you'd have to pick it up.
How locked is the case? Is this like a simple cloche that we can
Simple
pick up
close
and-
that you could pick up, and it's not locked.
Okay. So can I have somebody pick up the cloche and then inspect said egg?
I can pick it up.
Oh,
I'm big
Gen-
boy.
Gentle Poe.
I'm just going to be a cautious one here, and don't get me wrong. I want all of this. I'm just saying, if it belongs to a dragon, we probably need to ask permission to handle its stuff. Only because I don't want to die or make an enemy. This is just the cautious Terry speaking. Do what you will.
Would I have to pick it up? Could I just lay a gentle paw on it?
You could lay a gentle paw on it.
Is that okay if I just lay a gentle paw?
I don't know. You almost got eaten by an eldritch book.
I don't know either. But
I know.
if it's not an egg, like if it's a dragon's hoard, would they?
You're not going to
keep
hear me
the
say
egg in
I
a
don't
cloche?
know very often, but I'm saying it now.
I just, if it's a dragon's, if we are in a dragon's building, we don't keep our children in display cases.
True. But it might be, someone else's egg. I don't know. I just don't know. This looks like it's owned by a royal, a noble.
I'm gonna touch the egg.
Okay. Roll me your mental check to commune with it.
Killing it.
Wow,
Rolling
killing it
hot
with those
tonight.
mental checks. You commune with it, and what you get in response to your communion is images of basically scales and teeth and claws, but not necessarily dragons as you would perceive them in this world.
Okay. Okay. So it's definitely an egg. I'm not certain it's a dragon. It feels very reptilian, but it doesn't necessarily feel draconic, if that makes sense.
Certainly, because dragons aren't actually reptiles. It's a true story.
So then this definitely isn't a dragon. Okay. Not a dragon's egg, but marked as one. So then would this be a dragon's? A dragon would know what a dragon's egg looks like.
Correct.
So this is not a we are not in a dragon's house.
Probably not. This sort of reminds me of a noble's home. It's got sort of a great hall. It's got a trophy room.
Hey, Poe.
Yes.
Roll me a physical check with a boom.
Don't drop the cloche.
Physical check. Here we go. Bane's away. Oh, it's bad.
What
All right.
you do, Poe? What did you do?
All right. So that's okay. That's good. Thank you.
That's good. That's not good.
It's good for the GM.
Great.
There's got to be someone else here.
We haven't looked. There's more rooms off this.
Yeah.
So let's go.
I'm gonna be stealthy if that's all right, and just kind of peek around because if there's an owner here, and we're just rumbling.
I'm gonna let. 'Cause I don't think I can do anything stealthy. I think I'm too large. So let's let Terry be sneaky.
All right, I will go ahead and vanish.
All right.
I will use an arcane point.
Okay.
Ghost mode activated.
Ghost mode activated, and I will boldly check in each room.
All right. In this room, you find a lot of weaponry and armor.
Oh, nice. All right. This one.
You see plans on a table,
Ooh.
and what appears to be war manuals and that type of thing.
War manuals. Now, I'm going to investigate this just a minute or two.
So basically, you see it's the human nations and its plans to spread the human nation out. Thanks, Rex, for making it. Appreciate it.
A lovely map. And that letter. Anything written on that?
It was a letter. It basically states that it was from a scout on the Terex border with the humans, and it basically states that he is reporting of grotesque creatures coming out of the mountainside.
Anything of value in the room?
Not really.
Okay. And I will head back out.
Poe got distracted when he saw the horn on the table over here. What's he finding in this room?
He's finding a whole bunch of monster parts all cut up. Or about ready to be cut up. Pieces of art, leather working, and that type of stuff.
I'm looking for anything that would tell me whose home this is.
This would be a really strange place for the shaman to be.
Yes. Yes, it would.
This is 100% against our nature for him to be here.
Any evidence in either room, the armory or the study, of whose home this is?
Roll me a physical check to see if you saw him. With a boom.
All right.
Because you've already been in the room, so I'll give you a boom.
All right.
So that means straight up. Yes. In this room, the letter was addressed to a Sir Roderick.
Do I know of a Sir Roderick in my experience with the nobles?
You would have perhaps, yes, you have ran into Sir Roderick at night events. And my brain is not fully awake.
Tournaments.
Tournaments, thank you. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Right. I will stand next to Alaric.
Yes.
So he knows that I'm there. So this home, it looks to be owned by Sir Roderick. Without going into detail, let's just say I met him in passing some years ago.
Does he?
A knight.
I know,
Knight.
which is strange. Like everything about this place feels off. Like it's not. This is not a place of balance. This is not a place where you would find an elder of my people and a shaman at that. Like
I totally agree. As my voice sort of trails off as I sort of walk away. I'm gonna take a second look over here. I'm gonna take the amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking it.
thievery.
Roll me a. Are you doing it stealthily?
Oh yes, I'm invisible.
Roll me a physical check.
There we
All
go.
right. Yeah, you managed to get the
Can I
amethyst.
I'll just
Steven.
pocket it and put it into my bag.
From the edge of the sacred space, I'm going to do an investigation, kind of eyeball, and see if I can notice anything. Like, now that I know that he shouldn't be here, I want to give him a really good look to see if I notice anything about the shaman that would resonate or
Okay,
give me more information.
go ahead. Roll me a physical check.
Okay.
Or you could do mental. Either way.
Mental? Okay.
Oh, even those mental rolls today.
Yes. Killing it.
You're he's not from your clan. Hey Dan. He is you would say that he's from the northern clan of the clan, which you guys
Closer
are
to the
in
mountains, or
closer to the mountains, yeah.
okay.
So you guys are in good communications with each other as clans. But he is definitely wearing attire from that clan.
And anything else about him? Would he like any signs of distress? Anything that would let me know why he was here?
As you said that, you see his eyes blew up like a flash. And perspective wise, out of the corner of your eye, you see something at the gate.
Am I aware of it, or do I need to like commune?
No, you're definitely aware of it. You definitely saw it.
Okay.
Mm.
And if it's eyes flashed, that's not good. I'm gonna clack, which would be loud enough kind of for everybody to hear, and that's kind of my alarm and distress beaky noise. And I'm going to loudly whisper, "Oh, Terry, I think something's here."
So I'm all the way in the other room. Would I have heard that?
I'm trying to decide whether or not Poe's just gonna shout. It doesn't know any better. Like he's been sitting down in a chair. I
Stealth
think
is
he's
not your
just gonna
thing.
get up and be like, "Come on, Terry, let's go."
Stealth is just not your thing. Just not.
I
your
would
thing.
say no for Terry, because you're kind of behind a giant fireplace
Yeah.
from them.
So
So
I'm searching. I'm just searching that room to see if there's anything in there.
there's nothing special in there.
Let's see how dumb Poe is.
See?
He is dumb. All right, so he'll just scoot the chair out. He's standing on it. And says, "Come on, Terry. Just danger at the door. Let's go."
It looks like I've made the rounds.
Did Terry hear Poe? Oh yeah, you're almost all the way back to the.
Yeah, I made the rounds, but it would have been probably a little bit after your clacking.
Yeah.
Yelling and whispering. I mean,
Okay, so now that I can see, can I see Terry, or is Terry still ghost mode?
It's still invisible.
still goes.
Have you dropped the invisibility?
No,
Okay. So I don't know that
Well,
Terry's
I
back.
will-
Or can I hear Terry come in?
I will.
Okay, I'm gonna like puff up really quick because I realize you're now here. And I'm gonna there's something here. The shaman's eyes flash, so something's at the barrier.
They
Dry.
flash again.
Oh, no.
As you see, kind of, you wouldn't think a foul bear, a Craighorn would sweat, but you see actual sweat coming off its feathers.
Terry will investigate feeling safe. I mean, Terry's thing is when he's invisible, he assumes he cannot ever be seen by anything ever.
Can I help the
Never been
shaman with
seen.
his magic?
You can try. You can
Uh,
roll a holy magic.
Okay, I don't know if I can see line of sight, but I'm getting line of sight on something out here.
You do, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and help him. That was the Holy and Magical Societies, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, you feel like some of the stress has been released right now. Terry, this is what you see.
Yeah.
Banging at the door at the what appears to be a visible, now that you see it banging, force field that it's banging on.
And it's a large humanoid,
Yep.
but with the similar features to the bear and the wolf.
Yeah.
Correct.
Got it.
In fact, roll me a mental check
All right.
with a boom.
Okay.
So go and roll me one more.
I like the first one better.
All right,
Uh,
7. You would need at least 2 more to know something.
Then
Do
I
you
will
want to
push
spend
it.
them? Okay.
Sure.
You know that the shape is what you have been told by bards in stories to be what they consider a troll.
Oh.
Though
Will stand by the door.
it's definitely it's definitely been corrupted. It definitely does not look like a troll in the description, but the shape and stuff is correct for what you know of what a troll might be.
I'll whisper in. I won't whisper. Look, I would call it a troll. Let's just call it mutant troll just outside the gate. And it's trying really hard to get in. I don't know if we want to. Oh, Alaric, you look busy.
Yeah, I would assume the blue glowy eyes as well
Oh
at this
yeah,
point.
you're at
Yeah,
this
Oh.
point.
I'm in it.
Poe,
What is it, Ghost?
I said come over by the front door.
He will clumsily make his way over there.
Right. Can you hear me, Poe?
I can, Ghost
I
Man.
am not a ghost. I am Terry. I'm speaking to you.
Terry
You
is a
don't
ghost.
see him.
This is Terry, I promise. And there's a troll, and now you can see it. Except it's not a troll. It's like the bear and the wolf. And what in the hell? Oh my. It looks like something else as well. Oh, we've got a visitor.
We do. Oh, he's currently connecting.
Oh, all right. Hold on. We're gonna take a small break, people, while I figure out this news fix. Hold on one sec.
Look at that snazzy shirt.
A place where the veil between the magical and the mundane is as thin as a whisper. 9 districts, each a realm of its own mystery and allure. From the bustling trade at Marble Rock Pier to the arcane secrets of Silkway, Grimwood City harbors both wonder and peril. Here, werewolves, vampires, and mystical beings walk hidden among the ironbound, the ordinary folk. The magical and the mortal coexist, bound by ancient secrets and unspoken truths. The ley lines, a web of arcane energy, converge here, weaving a spell that masks the extraordinary from human eyes. Brave adventurers delve into the ancient depths, seeking forbidden knowledge and battling untold horrors. In Grimwood City, every shadow hides a tale. Every whisper holds a secret. Are you ready to uncover the truths and face the dangers of this enchanted metropolis? Join us on Backerkit to bring the mysteries of Grimwood City to life. Your adventure awaits.
All right, I fixed it. We're gonna stay this way till the end. All right. Where were we? I'm sorry. We were you guys were facing down the trolls.
Yeah, so I'm helping the shaman in the hut, and everybody else I think is looking at the things I can't see.
All right, what are you guys
Right.
doing?
I think I was being told to go investigate, and I was about to ask Terry the ghost if he was as scared of these as much as he was the little girl in the woods.
Looking at the things I can't see.
I wasn't so much scared of the little girl. She wouldn't let me sleep.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Somebody's audio's back.
Somebody audio is active.
I was about to ask Terry the ghost if he was. I think it's.
Am I out? Can you hear me now?
Testing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we could hear you, but it's like your stream audio was also coming through.
Sorry about that.
Anyway,
Not a problem.
are we in combat? Like, do I have limited movement, or can I?
No, not yet.
All right, I will.
They get through that
You're right.
barrier, they
I was
might.
gonna say we're on the safe side of the bridge right now, but
Where it's like right on the bridge, right? Where that line is pretty much.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So oh, man, what would Poe do? He's got his sword out. He's ready, but he's also noticing that they're struggling to get through. So he's gonna
who else picked up ranged? So I do have a crossbow strapped to my back if anybody needs to take that.
you do. Poe's gonna come up to the wall, the invisible wall, with his sword drawn and like kind of poke through it. Not a full on thrust, but he's like basically just trying to see if this will even work.
Okay. Roll your attack.
All right, where's my? So that'd just be a straight D12, right?
Yeah, because you're at a bane.
Miss.
I do not have the whips tonight.
You manage to, it sweeps through the shield, but the creature backs away just before you get it.
Okay, but it does work.
But they're undeterred.
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't hit anything.
They're not scared of Poe and his sword. Come on, Poe. It's Poe.
The almighty Poe.
Poe. Back off, man. Back off.
As you swipe your sword through, the Craghorn in the circle, eyes shut, and he stands up. He says, "That should hold for the night." And then he collapses.
Can I rush in and do a healing? I have
You can, as you rush in, go ahead and roll me a physical or a mental check to see if you think a healing would work.
okay. I am mental checking to see if a healing would work.
Absolutely, healing is not the problem here. He is just
Okay.
exhausted.
Physically exhausted. Okay. Well, I don't have a caffeination ability, so I don't know that I can help him. I'm going to attempt to just make him as comfortable as I can on the floor, and then I'm gonna head out to join everybody else, unless there's something else I would.
No, that would make sense.
Okay.
Poe, mate. Looks like they're not getting through. I don't think we need to fight.
Oh, shoot. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna kind of predict that Pipsqueak might dive into battle. I'm gonna stand next to Pipsqueak and say, Pipsqueak, looks like we don't need to fight these guys. I just want you to be aware we can stay here for the night and you can get some rest. Because I don't think they're making it through.
I need caffeination ability. Z. You see.
Now, I think I have some rope. We could tie the rope to the little munchkin and let him go through the barrier and chop something and then just pull him back as he's getting wailed on.
Can I check the barrier and see how healthy it feels?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead and roll me a holy magic. It seems pretty healthy.
Okay.
Seems very
Okay.
healthy. So
So we have a predicament. I think the barrier's gonna hold. I think. We can wait knowing these three are out here and see if we can talk to the shaman and get more information. But we're gonna have to do something about these three if we're gonna leave.
Right.
So I heard I was sleeping and I heard a terrible idea of like tying a rope to me and then tossing me out here and then I can chop some things and then yeah, that
We
sounds
don't
like a good idea.
we don't need to do that.
Especially if it
No.
means you're gonna poo out another alligator.
Yeah, I that sent me into this like shock comatose thing that kept me not awake for so long. Ugh, that was not good. I don't like that. Pulling out anything. Well,
Would I have any idea how long the shaman might be unconscious for?
Yeah, I would say probably about 4 hours
Okay.
till he regains some pool points back.
Okay. We probably like he's physically exhausted. But if he sleeps for I don't know, the next 4 or 5 hours, we'll probably be able to talk to him.
You know, one strange thing about this place, I just want to point out to all of you, and I'll go ahead and drop my invisibility. One thing I'd like to point out, you know, one thing this place doesn't seem to have? Beds. I mean, I don't know if you use a bed. I use a bed, and Sir, what was his name? Richards. Sir Roderick, would use a bed, as he's a human. This place doesn't have any beds. I'm
Did we
curious.
miss a room?
I'm wondering. Maybe there's a cottage somewhere, or someplace in the back. I'm not
So this
sure.
isn't a place that anybody actually lives.
I don't know. There's one building I haven't checked. Check over here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Nope, nope, no beds in there. Nope. Storeroom. Ah. I'm gonna check around the backside. Maybe there's a cottage. I'm not sure. Thanks for coming with me, Ulrich.
Safer to go with a buddy.
Yes, safer in numbers.
I think I found a well.
Well,
You did find a well.
Can I inspect the well?
You can. It's glowing like the rest of the water.
Okay, so it's also.
this is a
Do I have any buckets or anything on me? Is there a bucket on the well?
There's a bucket on the well.
Is there a bucket near the well?
Nope, but there is one on the well.
Terry.
Yes.
Okay, I have a thought. It might not be a good one.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I've checked around the entire house,
How far did you get all the way around?
all the way around. I'm always curious. And I'm back.
Okay. So, the shamanistic magic charges all. Do I see, are there totems in the water?
There
In the well?
is a totem in the well.
Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna pull up some water and see if the water in the bucket glows.
It
Or if it
doesn't.
stops glowing as soon as it's out
It
of the water.
stops
Okay.
glowing.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm assuming that the shaman is not conversant.
He is unconscious.
Unconscious. Well, here's my thought. We wait here until morning and attempt to get some rest and see if this shaman can help us. I'm here for one purpose, to find the hunters. get our reward.
As long as that barrier stays up, I'm inclined to wait and talk to the shaman as well.
Like it. One mind.
And the other two?
I don't think Poe was around for that conversation. He's been standing on the bridge watching
Suppose just
the nasty dudes. Yeah, he doesn't too much like them after seeing them at the village.
Pipsqueak was.
He's basically gonna do what everyone else is gonna do.
Okay. Well, then you guys will sit around and wait.
Terry will find a
Just sleep.
comfortable chair and
Oh.
try to take a nap.
Can't sleep with the little ghost girl around, but he can sleep
No,
when there's
she
danger
wouldn't
knocking
stop
at the door.
crying. Listen, this is the problem I have with ghosts in general. I've seen the occasional ghost, or at least heard of them. Ghosts crying constantly makes it hard to sleep. That's all I'm saying. It's a thing. It was crying constantly.
all right. So you guys are all going to rest, or is anybody going to take watch?
I will. Pipsqueak will take watch.
I think the rest of us are resting.
Okay.
I will rest near the horse.
Pipsqueak, please roll me a physical check.
All right. Do I have any boons or banes?
You do have a bane because technically you have a mark of doom.
Oh yeah.
All right. You fall asleep.
Oh no.
And
sleeping.
you all sleep throughout the night,
Okay.
and the sun rises. As the sun rises,
You're all dead.
That
the
qualifies a long rest.
yes, you can take. I'll take a long rest.
Do we remove our mark of doom then?
You do, but it should do it automatically for you if you just do a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Or it should. I hope it did.
Just
all right. So you guys wake up, and the Craghorn is making breakfast behind the bar. And he says, "Oh, good. You're finally awake."
gonna walk over and take a seat at the bar.
He lays a plate of eggs ready made for you.
Not Sir Roderick. I'm guessing.
Not Sir Roderick. My name is Ashroot.
Ashroot, you're from the Mountain Clan, right?
I am. I was traveling this way when I was attacked by creatures of corruption. Corruption I've never seen before.
We've run into several of those as well. Like a black ichor that corrupts anything it touches.
Correct.
Yes, we've met a poo bear, a poo wolf, a poo troll is at your gate, and I don't know what the other two things are. Two other poo creatures.
Well, they tend to calm down during the sun while the sun's out, so hopefully we'll be safe for a bit. So I don't know what I can tell you. I've only been here a day. I was traveling south when I ran into these creatures. I ran into this place, and thankfully I had some totems that I was able to lay down for protection.
Were people here when you got here?
No, it was empty.
Empty. No sign of Sir Roderick, I assume.
No, the food had been it stays warm, and I'm not sure why.
Mm.
That must be magic.
So
That
Poe
was my
hears that,
assumption,
was
too.
Like Poe's like magic food and just grabs some,
No.
starts it immediately.
What could go wrong?
It
No,
might
might
be
have
a-
been magic.
Roll me a mental
did
check,
you-
please.
Ah.
No.
Let's see. Mental,
What kind of eggs, though? I'm hoping scrambled.
Dragon. 7.
Scrambled eggs.
You feel slightly energized.
Woo!
Oh, we
You-
could have just eaten the food?
I
Yeah.
had food.
You had the pie.
I had the pie.
You did.
Pie's good.
Energized by the pie. Did you not eat enough pie, Terry?
Apparently, pie and beer does not do the trick.
He crashed.
He's looking for something with more protein.
Too much
perhaps.
I said energized. I didn't say he was rested. There is a difference.
We hadn't slept in a hot minute, so
Yeah, it had
energized
been like
would've-
2 days. So.
would have helped.
I am definitely eating the food without a doubt. I see everyone else eating it.
I'm
especially
eating
Ollie.
my eggs. I got my plate of eggs.
that Cannibalism? Is that not a?
They're chicken eggs.
I mean,
it's not
am
cannibalism.
I more bear than I am owl?
This is true. I think probably bear.
I think I'm more
deer,
bear.
Or deer. Or deer. You're an omnivore.
Yeah, and a
You're
little more.
omnivore.
Yeah, I mean,
You're bear, deer, owl.
I got when you're like 3 different things, it limits your food choices dramatically. So
Right. or makes it all available to you.
there's
That's what I mean.
everything, everything.
Omnivore.
It's-
That's what. I'm gonna eat my eggs as well.
As Gleeful Kraken says, birds do eat their own eggs.
They not only do they eat their own, yes.
They eat their young.
I have lived with chickens my whole life. There's not anything a chicken won't eat.
That's true.
Yeah.
All I can tell you. Sorry, Adon. This is a long speech, and I need something to.
Tell us how you got here. What led you to this place?
The lights were on. That's what led me here.
Same.
I came from the mountains, and there is trouble in the mountains, so I was coming here to seek help. I was stopping here because I've stopped here several times to refresh on my way travels to the Southern Forest Clan. Nobody was here. Usually Sir Roderick has a good trading post here. This is all it's meant to be, is a trading post. I don't know where Sir Roderick goes, but every night he travels back and forth. So I'm hoping he'll be here soon. Unfortunately, with the monsters about, I'm not sure that's going to be the case.
He didn't come in last night. We were here all night and he did not arrive.
So, and he just leaves his things lying around?
It is a trading post. Have good faith in people, I guess.
I guess. Well founded. Only honest people would find this place, and
And mind you, I do feel like a lot of this stuff is magical in its way, magically protected.
Interesting.
Um,
Like there might be curses associated with taking it, kind of thing?
Possibly.
Hmm. I'm going to use the facilities. I'll be right back. But go on with your speech.
A stealthy return.
I will return the amethyst. Neatly back into its place.
Were you able to defeat any of these corrupted creatures? When we arrived at a little village a ways away, we ran into 3 of them. We were able to defeat them with holy magic, but we discovered when we got here that our 2 of our party were still corrupted. And when we walked through the barrier that you put up, it cleansed them of it. So I was wondering if you had any, like, obviously, yeah.
All I have managed to discover is a way of protecting myself from them. That being said, I don't think it's something I can travel with.
So it's just the talismans in the water.
Correct.
The talismans are things you created? Is this?
Not for this method or this usage, but yes, they are talismans that I created.
I would be willing to pay handsomely for one of them because they seem to keep these things away. And our purpose here is to find a group of hunters who went missing. And they're one of the daughters or sisters of one of the hunters also went missing, but we found her incorporeal, meaning passed on, meaning she's dead, but was able to still remain around enough to give us a message. Her spirit, that is.
Really?
Yes, I'm not explaining this very well. We tried to sleep. There was a dead girl, spirit, began to cry and shared with us that her heart was broken, I guess. And she asked our help to save her family. I should also note that we saw a dragon fly overhead.
We
You
did
saw
see a
a
dragon.
dragon?
A dragon, like one of the 6. Its name is Glumshaft.
Glumshift?
Glumshift.
I haven't seen Glumshift in these woods for at least 100 years.
That was Eric having problems with the name, not Terry.
I realize.
Glumshift.
Do you know where we would find her in these woods?
She's probably visiting her sister.
Do you know where her sister lives?
In the mountains.
Oh, in the mountains where the corruption has started.
That would be true, yes. Or at least where I've experienced the corruption coming from.
I did talk to some great trees when we were on our way here in the pool of water that Terry was talking about, where we found the girl. I talked to one of the great trees, and they said that there was the night of the falling stars, and something landed in the mountains, and the corruption was coming from the mountains. They were going to try to warn the clans. So,
did they get my message to the clans?
They're trying to get your message to the clans. They said it would take time to push it out, but they were in the process of getting the message out. They got the message to me, and they reassured me that they were going to continue to try to get the message, but that some of the great trees were falling to the corruption.
That's not good.
That's not good.
I have to get to the southern clan. Maybe we can prevent it from spreading.
I think that would be a good decision. Is there any advice you can give us? Any help you can give us, or training that I could get? We we need to find these missing hunters. We know that at least one young man is still alive. His sister was certain that he was taken, but that he was still here in some capacity.
Most I can give you is a one-time amulet that might allow you to defend yourself for a short period of time.
Anything would be useful. These things are unbelievably powerful.
I will do what I can. I have probably enough materials to create one.
That would be
It
helpful, and I would
should
appreciate it.
Should give you a shield that should protect all of you, but it's a one-time use.
Okay.
And I will get working as soon as we're done eating. It'll take me about an hour to make it.
Okay. I mean, I assume my eggs are gone, but
Yeah, but he's been talking, so
yes, he has. We've been peppering him with questions.
He will start eating. And he will start working as soon as you guys. As the sun rose, Poe, you did see the creatures retreat into the forest.
All right. I was about to ask. Well,
Yeah, I
dang
just
it.
popped outside to see.
Yeah, Poe was sleeping outside, so that's why I wanted to make sure Poe knew.
Yeah.
Saw first.
Yeah.
So, so you guys, what are you guys doing for an hour?
Terry, taking notes on the adventure.
I want to do something with all the bits and bobbles back here, but I don't know what I would do in the room with all the animal parts.
Well,
Poe is intrigued, but because he's got like a little couple animal skulls on him already. Came across.
he
I
does.
don't know. I don't know what he'd actually need out of here though, or want. But
there's the necklace of teeth that is half done that you could finish up.
I will work on that. I don't know if he'll actually take it or not, but he will certainly finish the project over there. Yep.
All right. Alaric, what are you doing for an hour?
I feel like everything's been kind of exhausting. I think I might find a cozy spot by the fire and sort of meditate or ground and center. Yeah.
Okay. Terry, what are you doing? Making journal notes?
I am making journal notes. That would be what Terry would do. Taking notes on Sir Roderick, especially the appearance of the dragon Glumshift. Is that the correct name?
Hold on. Gloomsith.
Gloom.
I'll put it. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat so you see how it's spelled.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So what's Pipsqueak doing? Just feeding his face full of food?
Yes. Just feeding, just stuffing all the food as much as he can. And then just kind of going all around the place like hyper, just like he can't sit still.
All right.
He found a pie made out of coffee beans or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
About an hour later, Ashroot taps you on the shoulder. Alric.
Hello.
Gently, not trying to disturb your meditation.
Yeah.
He hands you a small amulet that has the sign of the boar on it.
Gonna gently take it and kind of bow over it and say many thanks.
and you will have a amulet of the boar. It will for 4 rounds. No, for a minute. So 6 rounds. It will protect from corruption.
Okay.
In a 15-foot radius.
So we gotta stay close.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. He says, I am going to leave before the light fails. I need to make it to the southern tribe.
Travel safe.
And he will get on his horse and take off, unless you guys have something else you want to say to him.
Have you seen any hunters?
No, I have not.
And you know Sir Roderick personally?
I have spoken to the man himself. Yes.
But no sign of Sir Roderick.
I think we should probably leave. Like, I feel like this is our option. If they come out more at night, this is probably our best chance to make some headway.
I don't think his magic is going to hold. So my last question for him is he's about to leave is, can I have one of the talismans? Or did you already do that for us?
You can take one of the talismans from the water.
You think it might continue to have its properties?
I do not think it will have the properties that you seek.
Right.
I would assume, though, having seen his talisman, having one that he's made me, and participating in part of the holding of it, I would now at least have a rudimentary understanding of what he did. Whether or not I could effectively recreate it with the talisman from my own clan would be debatable, but I would at least have an idea of how it functioned. Would that be an accurate assumption?
You have an idea how it functions. You do not know how the magic works.
Okay.
Because you are not a shaman. You
No.
are. So
I'm a cleric. Yeah.
You're a cleric. So it's like a chemist kind of understands how physics works, but and a physics know how chemists work, but they don't
do the thing.
They don't do the thing. Yeah. So that's where you're at with that capability.
Okay. So we wouldn't be able to make it work. Do we think we should leave?
Sounds like a good idea to me. I mean, if they're slow and weak during the day, and where are we going from here, though? We don't know.
I mean, we were tracking them. We tracked
Still
them
searching for the hunters.
here.
Yeah.
So I would say we'd probably do the same thing we did last time, which was somebody rolled for, was it me that rolled for tracking?
I thought you were the one
think I
that we
rolled
were
for
kind of
tracking.
following, and that got us
So-
here.
What did I need to roll for tracking?
Physical.
Okay. That's not the best roll.
It's not the worst
It's
roll.
not bad.
No.
It's what you needed.
So I know you begin 11s and 12s all night. You gotta get
That's
something
what
a
my
little
mental
lower.
roll. That's why
All right. You guys find the path that they traveled. You do find hunting paths outside the hunting that lead away from the hunting lodge. So your thought process is maybe they moved on further down the line. Is that where you
Well-
guys want? Do you guys want to follow that path?
What is there an obvious path that the hunters might take, or would they be off in the
With a
woods?
9, you definitely see a path that you see footprints leading. It
Do
leads
they look
towards the
like people
mountain.
footprints, or do they look like monster footprints?
People footprints.
Okay, so they're not troll sized.
No.
Okay.
The troll size with a 9, I will tell you the troll size. So the people kind of lead towards the mountain. The troll size actually lead away from the mountain. Like they were moving away.
And when we were saying the mountain, are we referring to the mountains?
The mountains, the blue mountains, they're the closest mountain peaks to you.
Okay, and these are the ones that we believe are the origin of the corruption.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I did find some human footprints. My concern is that they move towards the mountains, which, as we know from the Great Tree, the Great Tree thinks that's where the corruption came from, and we just the shaman came from there. It looks like whether it was the hunters or people who left this lodge, they went in that direction. But if we're gonna find the girl's brother, I think that's the direction we need to go in.
So which direction you guys want to go? Follow the troll, or are you going to follow the footprints?
The footprints, wouldn't we? Unless
I
I
would
miss
think
them.
we're tasked with finding the people,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
guessing we're finding the people.
Yeah. Poe's wherever we go, Poe will, finish the necklace, and he will leave it on the table that he was working on.
Okay.
It's a very nice necklace. He did a very good job.
Squick has his axe out.
What were you gonna say, Eric?
I just was wondering. Never mind. It's not worth. I mean, there's a lot here in this cabin, and I didn't know if we needed anything. And then again, I also don't know if we're going to turn into dust. So Roderick's just. I don't know much about the fellow, but if he's keeping all this in a magically protected cabin with, curses and stuff, I don't know if I want any of it. But do we need any supplies before we go?
Would I be able to tell if something was cursed?
Possibly.
Possibly. So I might be able to tell if something's potentially cursed. Do we want to check some stuff out before we leave?
Oh, like a library. The intent to return, maybe.
we could definitely leave a note, or if it is a trading outpost, we could potentially leave something in return.
This is true. I will. I don't know if I want to waste any more time in the cabin, trying and I don't want to risk the ire of someone with a chimera stuffed in their back room. But I wonder if he'd mind if we took some, food or ammunition. That's all I was thinking.
Can I do a quick check on?
Yeah, just give me a magic check. Holy check.
Okay. Holy check?
Magical Society. Holy.
Yep. I'm in it.
Oh, they're getting lower.
You
They
should have a
are.
boon to that.
Or
I need. Okay, so reroll.
Yeah, another one.
With-
Done used
with
up all the
plus.
luck.
no, terrible.
The food doesn't look like it's It's cursed.
But do we trust that?
I only deal in illusions, so I could tell if it's some sort of magical effect on this place, maybe. I just don't have the extent of training that I would need to probably know, so I'm gonna trust the holy person.
How did Terry die? Well,
Sorry, that's just that's how the dice roll.
Yep.
Hell with it. I'm running
Um,
into the other room. I'm gonna grab a crossbow and bolts.
Okay.
okay.
Are you leaving anything in trade?
Yeah, I'll leave 20 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
A nice crossbow.
And I'm just gonna watch Terry. I'm gonna make sure that Terry crosses the bridge before I do, and I'm gonna watch him to make sure that he doesn't just like.
Is there a list of
maybe.
prices anywhere in there? I'm just curious. Like, if
There isn't
is,
a list of prices. No.
okay, like on the wall or something.
I mean, 20 gold for a crossbow and crossbow is about right.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave my money right there on the counter. I'm gonna take a crossbow and some bolts, and I'm saying, all right, if there's anything else you need, you can take the risk. I'll risk it. I'm not risking anything on anything in that room over there.
The
With the eye on the sword.
What you want, Pipsqueak?
Pipsqueak will throw like walk up to the counter and throw like a couple gold on top of the counter, and then like run out with his great axe in hand, just like, hey,
Okay.
thank you for the food, it was good.
Excellent.
All right. You guys are traveling then. Glad you left money, Eric.
Okay.
You guys are traveling and you're traveling and up ahead you see a campfire.
Okay.
In the campfire, you see an unusual set of creatures you've never seen before.
Around the campfire or
around
in
the
it?
campfire? Around the
Okay.
campfire.
Okay.
And none of them, you've never seen these type of creatures before.
Do they look corrupted?
They don't.
Okay.
In fact, let me show you. There. You have this guy is sitting. That's the big guy. You have this guy here sitting next to him. And then the wizard. This guy is sitting next to that guy.
Okay. Are you intentionally muted?
I'm not intentionally muted. Nope.
No, Terry.
I was not intentionally muted.
Okay.
But I would be quietly saying, they all look so friendly. Let's go say hi. Just kidding. Let's go. These aren't the hunters.
Definitely don't look like the hunters.
The path
And they don't look friendly.
The path forward does lead to go near them. So how are you guys going to proceed?
Right.
Have
Do we actually spot this, whatever this is right here, or is that supposed to
Oh,
be
this
the
guy, yeah, you guys see him too. Hold on one sec, I'll show you what he looks like.
Do I
Oh,
He
Oh.
doesn't look too unfriendly.
I'll say Poe will be interested in the crazy
Yeah.
little guy, mostly because he's by himself.
incredibly
That's
cheerful,
odd
like he
Poe.
just ate a human heart.
do they look like my people?
Two
No,
of them are.
Oh, none of them
innocent.
do.
no, they are green skinned and don't look anything like your people.
Oh, okay.
none of you have ever seen creatures like this before.
Like them. Okay. So we don't in fact know that they're bad. We're just assuming because they look different that they're bad.
What a wonderful bunch of people we are.
I know, right?
I don't know if I can speak their language, but if they speak common, let
Lethal.
me try.
Just so
They're-
judging.
I know, right? Is there a way we can vibe check?
Yeah, you could do a mental check to see if you get a vibe off them all.
Let me I'm gonna mental check. I'm mental checking. And that my luck is gone. I got a talisman from an elder, and everything from there was all downhill.
He cursed us.
Could I also roll a mental?
Yeah, you guys can all roll a mental if you want.
Oh,
Please
all right.
No, no, I'm.
Oh
Did
no.
you know anything about them or what?
We don't know anything.
Just to get a vibe feel
Yeah.
to see if they feel violent or
Because
aggressive.
like they could look scary, but they could be crocheting and eating fresh baked muffins. So like
Well, thank goodness I had a boon on that.
Why did you have a boon on that?
I have diplomacy.
Ah, okay, I'll give you that.
you are the one we are sending in to talk to them.
They
Yeah.
look neutral to Terry. They look very neutral. Not necessarily aggressive, but could become aggressive if prompted.
Very good. All right. Well, no point in wasting an arcane point.
Do you
Uh,
fe- do you
shall I
feel-
go say hello?
I think you were the one we send in.
All right. Well, why don't you wait a few steps behind so they don't get intimidated because you're big. And
I will. I like plaster all my feathers and fluff down so I make myself look smaller.
All right. Pipsqueak, would you like to come with me and not start
Sure.
a fight? Promise you won't start a fight now.
I won't start a fight. That's why I have my
Alright.
axe away.
I won't. Who there? I say hello.
Hello.
No.
Right. So nice to see you out here in the woods and not covered in poo.
Make me a perception check, Eric.
Sure.
So physical check.
I can do that. It's a 4.
That's enough.
Oh,
You see,
yay!
you literally see this guy bite a cap off something that Cap spit it out and dump this black powder on a sheet of paper, tie up the sheet of paper, and then take a big sniff of it.
Right. Right. So, good to know we speak the same language. I'm just wanting to know if you've seen a group of hunters pass by. My name's Terry. Nice to meet you.
My name's Pipsqueak.
And my apologies. This is my good friend Pipsqueak.
Yes, hi.
Hmm, hmm. You should talk to the boss.
Right. Right, the boss. That
Who's the-
sounds good.
Hey,
And
boss.
I'm going to assume it's the big one. Although,
Hey, boss.
it's good to make assumptions.
And he goes up the stairwell here. Boss, some strange human wants to talk to you.
Oh, there. Hello, mates.
What kind of human wants to talk to me? And the one that speaks is the one in the middle.
Hello. Name's Terry. Nice to meet you. We are looking for some hunters, and I thought maybe you could help me find them.
So humans, huh?
Yes, they would be humans, a couple of villagers from down the way, and at one point they had a little girl coming after them. We thought maybe you might have passed by them since the tracks kind of lead right here into your little camp, and we don't want to intrude. Just would like to know if you've seen them.
I might have. What's it worth?
Oh, what's it worth? Well, I don't know. If you've seen them, that's great, and I appreciate you telling me. So it sounds to me like you've already given me what I need, but I'd like to know a little bit more. I'd love to know where they went, and that would be worth. How about 3 gold pieces? Brand new, just got them.
He wants them human money. He looks at the wizard and they just laugh.
Not what you were looking for. I got it. How about crossbow? I happen to have run across this lovely crossbow. Sure, that's worth all the information that you have.
You gonna give up the crossbow already, huh?
That's all I've got. I've got that and a couple daggers. So
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot on us.
I have a torch.
Look, you seem like good folks. Roll me a diplomacy.
Absolutely.
Oh, I had to make a decision.
Is that with a boon or with a knot?
With a boon, it's diplomacy.
Mm. Poo-poo roll.
It
Bad
is.
time. I will use a
Oh.
destiny die on that.
Go ahead.
Better.
10 is much better. Look, you seem like really nice people. We don't usually live here, but on our way away from the mountain, we did run into a group of hunters. There was a slight skirmish. Nobody got hurt. Let's just say we all went our own ways. I can tell you they went towards the mountain. I wouldn't go, but that's me. There's some crazy shit going on up there.
Oh, yeah, that's
Mm.
what I've heard time and time again lately, that the mountains are the source of the poo creatures.
Yeah.
You see any poo creatures?
You mean the slime creatures?
The slime creatures, yes, slime, poo, ichor. I'm trying to avoid saying ichor since I'm out of ale. And we have a thing, if you say ichor, you have to drink.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple. Managed to take a few down. Lost some people in our party because of it.
Do I happen to see any of the after effects of being infected by the poo?
No.
It's good to know. Right. Well, thank you very, very much for
Can
all
Poe
of
and I
that.
hear any of the conversation? Or are we too
Yeah,
far away?
yeah. No, you can hear all the conversation. And
I just
then
want to walk up there by myself because
from your shoulder, Terry, you hear, you might as well stick around for a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm up for a snack. We've been walking for quite some time. We came from a hunting lodge down the way.
We know that lodge. Not very good
Oh.
people come from that lodge.
Really? Good to know.
They hunt our kind.
Ridiculous. We've never met any of them. We're just a couple of adventurers, just
No one
hanging
was there.
around together, trying to help local villagers. I can't imagine people would hunt a sentient being like yourself. What a horrible thing to do.
You are a human, right?
Right. That is true. We have been known for that business, I suppose. Not me, mind you, not me. I find it abhorrent. What exactly are you?
What would you like me to be?
I, I don't know. Friendly, kind, truthful.
You get a choice of one of those.
I suppose right now I could always use a friend.
All right. Come on up. We'll get you some food.
They're offering to give us lunch. Come on. I'd like to introduce you to my other two friends here. This is Alaric and this is Poe. They are not human.
Well,
Well,
let me introduce myself. I'm Snaggle, the center one says. To the left to the left of me is Wibble. To the right of me we have Grunk, Thistletop, and Nib.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We have some fruit, some deer. What would you be your pleasure?
Poe could go for some fruit.
All right.
I would probably also take fruit.
Okay. He will hand you some fruit. Be like, so why are you guys wasting your time trying to find these hunters? You should be running.
I don't know
Well,
what.
we were hired to find them, and we found. So we were hired at a village to find this hunting party, and I think it was two hunting parties that got lost and a wee people cub. We found the wee people cub, but she unfortunately had already passed. But she did ask us to try and find her brother, so we could abandon our quest, but we were tasked with finding them. And we've talked to a great tree, and the great tree talked about the night of the falling stars and this corruption that's spreading out of the mountains. And we ran into a shaman from the Northern Mountain Clan, and it feels like we need to know more about what's happening.
The big goblin kind of goes, you speak to trees?
Yes.
They call me crazy.
I know it's a little different, but yes, my species, we do speak with trees. Would I have spotted any great trees in the area that we're in right now?
No.
Okay.
What does the tree say?
Well, the tree that I talked to the other night said that there was a night of falling stars and an impact at the mountains, and that a corruption is coming from the mountains, and it's even corrupting some of the trees, and that it's trying to get the word out to the various clans to warn them. We were able to defeat 3 of them with holy magic, and a shaman of my kind was able to create a barrier using his magic.
Fire fire booms that came the other week.
Yes, those fire booms. Did you see them?
Yeah, they destroyed our village.
Oh, that's awful. So you're from the mountains.
We more of under the mountains.
Okay. Are you familiar with the mountain clan of my kind? Are you familiar with my people?
We avoid your people.
Okay.
They do not like our methods of freeing the earth from itself.
We do tend to be sticklers on balance.
Yeah. We use the rock powder from the mountains. Your people
Oh,
don't like that.
yes. That, yes. I could see how that would cause friction with my kind.
But your hunter class, we about 3 days ago ran into them.
A hunting party of my people?
No, of his people.
The humans. Were they already corrupted or were they still people-like?
They were people. They were mean.
They were mean?
Yeah,
What did they do?
threw rocks at us.
Okay. But I did hear you say that there was an altercation.
Rocks with sticks attached to them.
Okay, like a club or a mace, maybe?
No, long, thinny sticks. And like those. And he points to the bolts.
Okay. Okay. And you said they went north towards the mountain.
They
I wonder
did.
why they would be heading towards the mountain.
We didn't stop and ask. We ran away.
I don't blame you. Are there many of your people left?
You see us. This is what's left.
That's all that's left of your people?
Cave-in caused major destruction from the fire sticks.
That's not good.
Boy.
Were these like normal falling fireballs or were these different than normal?
Different. They were big. We thought we could mine them, but that was not wise.
What happened when you tried to mine them?
People got sick.
Did they get black and slimy?
Yes.
So the ichor did come from the mountains. Well, it came from the sky, but it sounds like it hit the mountains.
It did.
Where are you all heading now?
Staying here for now. We can't go towards human settlement.
I don't know how safe it is. We did see 3 corrupted creatures last night, and we know that they seem to be more prevalent at night.
We noticed too. Yeah, that's why we that's why we skedaddle at night and rest during the day.
That makes sense. We kind of did the same.
So, I mean, that's pretty much our experiences. We came down from the mountains after the explosion, and then, well, we've been here ever since, kind of moving around as we need to. Don't know what we're gonna do yet.
I don't know what we're gonna do either. This is definitely concerning. How long have we been there? Do we know what time of day it is now?
Yeah, it's midday.
Okay.
Probably like 1 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna just kind of move around at night and try to avoid the monsters.
Do you have any tips about traveling towards the mountains? Did you find any areas that maybe should be avoided or?
I would go towards the monastery. That seems to be the safest route.
Okay, towards the monastery. Could you possibly point us in that direction?
A gladly shows you on a map how to get there.
Okay.
The monks there seem to be the most resistant to it from what we saw, but they also weren't welcoming to us, so
We should be aware. There is only one human in our party, so we are aware that it can be challenging. But it is good to know.
the monks are Terrax. They're
Oh, okay.
So they're not happy if anybody comes into their realm. So we'll see.
Thank you for the warning. We also did find that it looks like, so my holy magic, I'm a cleric, and I was able to, like, we were able to defeat some, and then like I said, the shaman of my kind was able to too. So it definitely seems like that kind of holy magic seems to be kind of effective.
Shaman magic seems to be the best. You find Wizzle talks for the first time.
The shaman of my kind, granted, he was much older and much wiser, but his magic was much stronger and definitely more effective. When I used my holy magic on it, I was able to save my friends, but when we reached the barrier that the shaman had put up and they went through, like even more of the ichor came out of them. So he was able to do like a complete cleanse, and I wasn't.
Wow. I can say that wizard magic is not as strong as the shaman magic I've seen.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got a couple hours before we have to get going, so we're going to get some sleep unless you guys are going to kill us in our sleep.
No, you guys are fine. Please rest. We only have a couple more hours of daylight, so we should probably be heading on our way as well. But thank you so much for the food and the conversation and the information. It was very useful.
Thank you for not killing us.
Right, perhaps we can find a way to help each other in the future.
You never know.
Could all travel together.
They're not going towards the mountains, though.
We're going away from the mountains. We don't want to go near those mountains.
We'll be going away when we find what we're looking for.
One last thing. And he looks at, this is the Wibble talking, and he's looking at Snaggle, and he says, should I tell them? And he waves. Be careful of the dragon. She's not the same as she once was.
I wonder if she's been corrupted.
She is a little bit more violent than normal.
Thank you for the warning.
So, this Ica plague can corrupt even a dragon. I mean, they're like gods.
Not good.
That's foreboding. Well,
Very much so.
I sure would like some of that powder that you make that seems to blow up and stop the the poo monsters. Do you think you'd be willing to trade some of that for my crossbow and bolts?
Unfortunately, no.
Ugh, darn it.
I
How
mean,
about for free?
Couldn't you like
look,
take some?
we
of
only
the-
have so much, and only Wibble knows how to make it.
Oh, Wibble. And where will you be setting up shop, Wibble? That was hard to
I'm
say.
sorry, not Wibble. Fizzletop.
Fizzletop. And where will you be setting up shop?
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can stay alive.
Right. If I find you again and you survive, you're gonna have to make a living. It's the human world. They want gold. Everyone wants to trade. You might be able to make quite a big living. And I could help you do that. If we connect next time we're in town, if you find your way to a local village, you find me. I will help you set up quite the lucrative trade. My guess is folks will be clamoring for that.
We only have so much now that the mine is collapsed.
You need materials to make it with. Is that right?
Pretty much.
It certainly could be your connection on that. We can figure out what it is, where to find it. I can get over to you, and you help me. I help you. We could turn this into quite a little
Snaggle,
business on the side.
I feel like he's confusing me. It's all right, Fizzletop.
I just want to help a group of refugees make their way.
Hi,
in the
Mr.
world.
Biggles.
You find when you set up shop, look for Terry. Mustache. Terry.
Okay.
And I'm your Huckleberry.
All right. We'll see. I will decide when we get safe.
Absolutely. And do you watch out for those humans? They will take advantage of newcomers. Keep an eye on them.
Says the human. Okay.
I know my kind.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Yeah.
So,
All right, then.
all right. So, folks, if you don't know, if you just showed up, I apologize. You were showing up at the end. But this is Plaguebound, my new game that's coming to Backerkit in March 13th. So go ahead and take a look at Plaguebound and sign up. Besides that, we're going to be here every Sunday at 5:30 doing it. So if you want to see more of it, please come by. See how they mess up the world, because it's definitely coming that way. All right. In that case, I usually switch to a bigger screen, but everything's messed up right now. So farewell, all. You guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by.
Farewell.